There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Belgium. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I can really see this guy, Omar Marmoush, being an absolute nightmare for the defence here. He's a great all-round attacker who has good pace in behind, and that makes him very effective against teams that like to play compact low blocks. He's a great passer and dribbler and a very good poacher.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. De Bruyne. Lovely, now then. To Catalana! Goal, Belgium! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Belgium gain their reward with an early goal. Mohamed Salah. Onana. Luka Bacchio. And it's De Bruyne. That's a throw. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now, can they get him away? Nice bit of trickery. Belgium leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne. Luka Bacchio. There's the delivery. And that's the keeper's ball. Salah. Passes short and sharp. Tielemans. De Bruyne. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Castagna. Belgium already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Marmouche. And here's the Ketelara. Wriggles his way through. Played out wide. Now it's Doku. Tielemans. He's got away. And a chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Salah. Meunier running with intent. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Salah. Nicely weighted ball. De Bruyne. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Castagna. Onana.
De Bruyne really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Luca Bacchio, and it's Meunier. Nicely aimed pass. And that has been slung wide. De Ketelara. De Ketelara running with the ball. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good-looking ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Distributed tidily. The less said about that pass, the better. Meunier. Luca Bacchio. That's Tielemans. And it's Castagna. Here's Doku. De Bruyne.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he latch on to this? Mohamed Salah. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Luca Bacchio. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Amadou Onana. Foot in. And here's the Ketelara. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Doku! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
De Bruyne. And here's the Ketelara. Pass is just off target. It's a goal kick. And it's Salah. And here's Marmouche. Onana calmly anticipates. Luca Bacchio. And it's Castagna. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Belgium leading by 1 at the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Belgium are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway.
Belgium can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Egypt have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Keeper has taken decisive action. And they win it back again. Belgium have the chance to go the other way. Castagna. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Meunier. Luca Bacchio. Pass somewhat off target. And he skips past his man. Cross into the box. And it's Salah. Nicely spread. Tielemans. Still just a single goal between the sides. Meunier. And it's Amadou Onana. Castagna. Not the most accurate pass. Mohamed Salah. Marmoush.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.026
What are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Castagna. Great vision. And the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And he's had it nicked away. Doku. Castagna. Castagna getting forward. Doku. And the shot! What a save! Terrific reactions! In with the challenge. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Meunier does well to get it back. De Bruyne. And it's Tielemans. Doku venturing down the left. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, this looks sharp. Mohamed Salah. De Bruyne. Luca Bacchio. Oh, nice touch. That's really well cleared. Marmoush. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Threads one in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Mohamed Salah. It's a really well-measured ball. Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain signature. It's Salah! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
El dorsal 10.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Egypt restore parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's De Bruyne. And here's Doku. Oh, he's goal side. Doku! Oh, he's been... and again! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
The Catalana has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Cambio de jugadores.
Egypt have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Tielemans. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Lukaku getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Tielemans. Here's Onana. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Meunier cuts it out, and that is a little undercooked. That is ended up in no man's land. And they can counter here.
Habrá 3 minutos de
Played out to the left flank. Onana. Castagna. Doku. He is just caressing the ball. Mohamed Salah has found the net here, of course. They'll have to settle for that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Belgium can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.
A continuación, disfrutaremos de la actuación de nuestro grupo oficial de animación.